Hi friends, welcome back to Amazing Women's World. In this video I've come up with one more designing on the fabrics to create your own designer patterns. For this project I would be using this pink color raw silk fabric and the stiffener. You also require the patches like this, which is easily available in the market. I'd be showing for the back panel of the blouse. Fold the fabric into two and start marking. On the folds you have to mark the neckline. Firstly mark the margin line. This pattern is like high neck pattern. Mark the shoulder length measurements of 7.5 inches. And here I would be taking the shoulder length of 1.5 inches, wherein the other left would be using for designing. And the neck deep is 10 inches on fold. So total neckline would be the 20 inches in width. And giving half an inch neck deep like this. Before marking for the designing, you have to know that how much part you have to design. The designing would come in the center with 1 inch markings both horizontal and vertical, and mark the grid lines joining the points. You'll get 1 inch grids which is of square in shape. It is optional, you can go as per your desired lengths. You can customize as per your requirement. The designing lengths also increased or decreased as per the requirement. And towards the turnings I would be marking curved shape. Mark the armhole, chest line, waistline measurements. Here I would be getting the shoulder length of 1.5 inches, remaining part would be the designing. Transform the grid lines to the other side for the markings, wherein I am showing here in this part. So to make it clear, the markings would look like this. Now place the interfacing underneath the wrong side of this pretty fabric and press it gently. See here I have stuck the stiffener to this fabric. Now let's get designing done on this fabric. Insert the zari thread on the spool and a normal cotton thread in the bobbin case. And you have to have the option of zigzag, whatever the sewing machine is. Select the thread adjustment on 0 with the option of zigzag and the stitch length on 0.5. As we are using the zigzag stitch, it will overlock the grid lines, which is the essential thing for doing the cut works. So as we are working with zari, you have to sew at your low speed. Start sewing on these grid lines. Make sure you won't stretch or pull the fabric when you're sewing. Just sew it friendly, as this raw silk, pure silks are very sensitive in nature, so you have to handle them with the care. Sew on all the lines. Before you ending up sewing the zigzag stitch, you have to come back to the straight stitch and give the back stitches for the locking. This you have to keep in mind whenever you are doing this work. So here we will be using 2 stitches. The first one is the zigzag stitch for designing on these lines, and you have to come back to your straight stitch to lock it. I'm done with the vertical lines. Using the same stitch length and everything, also stitch horizontally. done with the grid lines. Trim off all the extras. It's time to stick these patches in the center. As I am having these circular patches, I'll be using this, but you can go for 1 inch square patches. To fix exactly on these grids, I'll be leaving one like this and applying the glue. You can see here I'm also sticking the patches. In the empty box, we would be doing the cut works. Further, if you want, you can design like this with the stone lines. Give the circle and also the square exactly just adjacent to the sewn lines. But for the long run, I suggest you to give the invisible hand stitches. And the glue here I am applying is Fevicryl fabric glue. It will also sustain for a long time. This designing is optional. To make it easy, you can go for the ready-made square patches of 1 inch, which is available with the less cost. And you can design it within no time. Let it dry for 1 complete day for extra long durability. So almost done with the designing. Now we'll work on the empty blocks. So the secret I would be revealing. To empty that center box, I have to use like this mosquito coil or the doop stick. You cannot work with the candle directly. So here I'd be using this mosquito coil. Let's start burning it. Be cautious when you're working with this. Do not hurt yourself and do not burn the fabric. Take all the precautions when you're doing this cut works. Place it in the center of the box and move it accordingly. Ensure that it won't cross the zeri thread line. Move along where you have to remove that patch or to make the hole of the box. Using this coil, you can work slowly. It won't burn the fabric immediately like the candle works. So start doing slowly, burning the boxes like this. And one suggestion, before going for this, you have to fix to the frame, which is also called as embroidery frames, hoops or loops. Fix it so that you will get the perfect shape of burning. And ensure that the sparkles of the heat will not spread to other areas, because it's the pure silk. It will burn easily. Before doing this work, you have to take the time. Having patience, start doing. Your patience will give the extraordinary outcome, which will save you hardcore bucks. Place it in the center of the box. It will burn accordingly till it reaches to the ends. Move away. Ensure that the burns should not spread on the zeri lines. So burn all the empty boxes. And design the cutwork blouse in a simple way. Done with the designing. This is how it looks once done. You can trim that black color or the ashes. Now I'll be using the net underneath this designing using the navy blue color. Mark the required length of the designing, and you have to give the stitch line just adjacent to this zari work and trim off the extras so that the thread line will not be visible. Try this, you'd love to wear it. This type of designer blouses is very much expensive in the market. You can do this for the center back or for the sleeves or to the only necklines. Whatever the designing is, you'll look gorgeous. Try this for the plain sarees or the traditional sarees. Also you can work for the lehenga blouses or for the crop tops. The final output is in front of you. Can't really tell you how the designing has come. It is stunning, and definitely friends, you'll get the stunning look with this embellished work. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please leave your valuable comments and suggestions just below the description box. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, and stay tuned to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. And I wish you all my subscribers and viewers happy, safety, and prosperous Diwali. Spread your love with near and dear ones. Thank you so much for watching.